Breaking news in dance, jazz, tap, and hip hop. Good evening. Tonight's cultural briefing looks at three American dance styles that changed the world: jazz, tap, and hip hop. These dances didn't just appear on stage, they emerged from communities, music, social movements, particularly within the African American culture. Over time, they evolved from local traditions into global forms of expression seen in theaters, music videos, competitions, and social media. Let's begin with jazz. Jazz dance emerged in the early 20th century alongside jazz music. It grew from African movement tradition combined with European social dance influences, particularly in communities like New Orleans. During the early development of jazz music, during the Harlem Renaissance of the 1920s, jazz dance began appearing in clubs, theaters, and Broadway productions. Several principles define jazz as one define jazz dance. One is polycentrism, which means moving in different parts of the body independently. Another is syncopation, where dancers emphasize offbeat rhythms in the music. Jazz also emphasizes improvisation, strong personal expression, allowing dancers to bring their personality into the performance. Today's jazz is typically learned in dance studios. A class often begins with isolation exercises and stretching, then the progress to technical skills, drills like kicks, turns, leaps across the floor. Jazz is commonly performed in Broadway shows, stage productions, and commercial choreography. One major figure who shaped jazz dance was Catherine Dunham, who incorporated Afro-Caribbean movement tradition into their theatrical dance. It created what is known as the Dunham technique. Her work expanded the cultural and technical depth of jazz dance. Today, jazz continues to evolve through substyles such as contemporary jazz, jazz funk, and street jazz. Television programs and social media have also helped bring jazz choreography to a global audience. Next, let's move to tap dance. Tap dance developed during the 19th century in the United States through blending of African rhythmic step dancing and European clog and step dancing traditions. One of the important location for this cultural exchange was the Five Point neighborhood of New York City. Tap dancers wear shoes fitted with metal plates that strike the floor to produce rhythmic sounds. Because of this, tap dancers function as both dancers and musicians. The core principles of tap include rhythm creation, musical timing, improvisation, clarity of sound. Dancers produce complex rhythms using steps like shuffles, flaps, and cramps rolls. Tap dance became extremely popular during the early 20th century through vaudeville performances, Broadway productions, and Hollywood musicals. Legendary performers such as Fred Astaire and Gregory Hines helped bring tap dance to the mainstream audiences. One modern innovator is Savin Glover, who expanded rhythm tap by incorporating extremely complex percussion patterns and powerful footwork. His Broadway show, Bring in the Noise, Bring in the Funk, helped revive interest in tap dance during the late 20th century. Today, tap continues to be performed in theaters, dance festivals, and collaboration with live jazz musicians. Online performances and digital media have also introduced tap to new audiences around the world. Finally, let's turn to hip hop dance. Hip hop dance originated in the Bronx in New York during the 1970s, developed alongside hip hop music culture, which included DJing, rapping, graffiti, and breakdancing. Early hip hop parties organized by DJs like DJ Cool Herc provided a space where dancers began experimenting with acrobatic and rhythmic movement. Hip hop dance emphasizes freestyle expression, groove musically, and individuality. Instead of following rigid choreography, dancers often improvise and develop their own personal style. Elements of hip hop dance culture is the battle. During battles, dancers compete against each other to demonstrate creativity, rhythm, and technical ability. Influential figures include dancers like Crazy Legs, who helped popularize breakdancing internationally, and groups such as Les Twins, who brought freestyle hip hop performances to the global stage. Today, hip hop dance has become one of the most recognizable dance styles in the world. It appears in music videos, international competitions, and viral social media trends. Despite its global popularity, within many dancers continue to emphasize the importance of respecting cultural roots of hip hop within the African American and Latino communities. So, what connects all three of these dance forms? Jazz, tap, and hip hop all demonstrate how dance evolves from music, culture, and community. Jazz transforms stage performance with expressive movements and musical interpretation. Jazz turned dancers into percussionists who create music with their feet. Hip hop expanded dance into a global cultural movement driven by individuality as street expression. Together, these forms remind us that dance is not just entertainment, it is a living record of history, creativity, and cultural identity. That's tonight's cultural briefing on jazz, tap, and hip hop. Thank you for watching.